Hi guys, we're Luke and James. Welcome aboard our adventure on P&O Cruises Arvia to the Caribbean. In this episode, we visit La Romana in the Dominican Republic, the island of St Maarten, St Kitts, and St Lucia. And so our next port of call, the Dominican Republic, and the city of La Romana. And the sun was certainly shining for us. The ship docked alongside a rather large cruise terminal with plenty of shops and a large pool, about a couple of miles from the city. The cruise terminal itself is a really fun, vibrant area with loads of these parrots around. And the odd flamingo. We spent our first hour just strolling around, just having a look at the ocean. There's an incredible amount of deck chairs here, so you're not going to struggle to find one. A lot with ocean views. The terminal laid on a lot of entertainment, including this incredible band. Now a little surprise for you here, Luke's a really good drummer. And while in the Caribbean, bravo! From there we decided to take the train into the city. This was a half-hour guided tour escorted by police bike and cost around £15 per person. Now unfortunately we didn't take many photos because we were told to keep our valuables safe, but it was an exciting way to see the city. We then spent most of the afternoon just sitting by the pool, having drinks, watching people dance, having a swim and just really relaxing. A very chilled out afternoon, followed by another drumming session and purchasing some really lovely cocoa butter, really good to keep our skin moisturised. We then jumped back on the ship, had a look at the views and got showered and changed for the evening. An incredibly chilled out day really. We had a booking at the Olive Grove for dinner and had some really gorgeous summery food, including potato croquettes, hummus and pita, and a lamb kebab, followed by the most amazing tiramisu. We left stuffed and shattered. The next day we had a sea day. As we were halfway through the trip, it was time to get some washing done, followed by a nice relax in the infinity pool, and some shuffleboard to pass the time. Check out that concentration. We had lunch in the main dining room, with amazing views of the ocean, and then went on to check out more of the ship, including Arvia's very own rum distillery. At this point the Christmas decorations were up and it really helped to get us in the festive mood. It felt really strange though, being somewhere warm and then having Christmas decorations. We had a selfie with the godmother of Arvia herself, Nicole Scherzinger. Let's just take a minute to appreciate this beautiful atrium. Time for a bit of last minute Christmas shopping. The day raced by, and we were soon dancing in the Sky Dome with friends of ours. This was the Eclipse nightclub, with onboard entertainment team dressed in amazing costumes. It was a late one. The following morning we arrived into St Maarten, where the Christmas decorations were out in full. It's a really lively port here, and you'll often get two cruise ships moored alongside each other here. This is when we realised just how massive Arvia was. So our main mission of the day was to go to a place called Maho Beach. Now this is famous for the airplanes coming over because the runway is right next to the beach. And this could be anything from small light aircraft to huge jumbo jets, which get a little too close for comfort. Now it's incredibly dangerous to do this, but if you stand at the end of the runway while the plane's taking off, you'll feel the full force of the jet engine. So you only live once. Half-an-hour taxi ride back to the port area and decided to explore the beach. There's so many palm trees here. Don't you just love them? In the distance there, the storm clouds rolling in, so we decided to quickly head back to the ship, where we got ready for Arvia's first birthday, in all our tropical shirt fineness. The crew had gone to so much effort in the Sky Dome, it was like a massive party.
This is the gentleman responsible for all the amazing food on board, and at the back, my old friend, where is he? Dominic! Dominic, come forward!
And the chief pastry chef and the team had produced something really special.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
An enormous cake in the shape of Arvia. And we got a quick selfie with the captain. It was an amazing way to celebrate Arvia's first birthday. And the fun didn't stop there. We had carols in the atrium, we had dinner in 6th Street Diner, and the Headliners Theatre produced a show in the atrium. We then went for a gorgeous warm walk around the open decks. Perfect way to end the night. The next morning, we arrived into port to find ourselves alongside Norwegian Jade, Morella Discovery and a Silver Sea ship. Welcome to St John's in Antigua. We spent the first part of the morning exploring St John's. It was an incredibly busy town. So much hustle and bustle everywhere. So we decided to grab a taxi to Dickinson Bay, where we spent a good few hours along the beach, having a swim, and 1 or 2 Caribbean beers. We even got chatting to the crew of Norwegian Jade. Nice to meet you guys. Such a peaceful afternoon. Back to the ship. We took a while to admire Arvia in the sunshine. And then back on the ship for dinner, where tonight we headed to the vegetarian restaurant Green & Co. This was by far the best meal of the 14 nights. We had this amazing sharing platter to start. Femena had the roasted celeriac, Luke had the vegetarian Wellington. All absolutely stunning and so well presented. We then finished off with this amazing chocolate earth plate. It looked absolutely incredible. And the staff in there were absolutely amazing. Time for an evening stroll. And time for bed. We woke the next morning to amazing sunrise, so we went for breakfast in the 6th Street Diner. And out the window, some amazing views. This is what cruising's all about. And we love a sea day. We finished off our day by watching The Greatest Days and enjoyed formal night. The next morning we arrived into St Kitts, spent a couple of hours looking around the port and admiring some of the churches. There's some incredible architecture on the buildings here. It's a really vibrant day in port. We had a few selfies with Arvia and had a look around the harbour. We then jumped back on the ship to grab our snorkeling gear and our swimwear and made the 30-minute taxi ride to South Friars Bay, where there's a coral reef. This is just a few hundred yards up the beach, opposite the shipwreck bar. So in we went. It took a bit of getting used to, but we really enjoyed it. It was amazing to see the life on the reef. We then stopped for a well-earned drink and some jerk chicken. Oh, and maybe a rum or two. It was the best afternoon. Really enjoyed it. This part of the island was so lush and green, and where the Atlantic and the Pacific meet. All aboard! After an exhausting day, we spent time in the hot tub and chilled out in the Sky Dome, where another show was happening. The Sky Dome is so versatile, with anything from singers and dancers to full-scale shows, all around the amazing pool. We love this space on this cruise. The following morning, we just decided to have a nice walk around the ship and explore before we docked. Arvia is stunning. Welcome to Martinique. We got off the ship nice and early, and we were first in the queue for the ferry boat across to the other side of the island, where we sailed past Arvia on the way out and ended up on Lansalan Beach. This was absolute paradise, and we pretty much had it all to ourselves. We spent the afternoon just lounging around, swimming, more lounging, and just really chilling out, before catching the last but one boat back to the port. We then spent the last hour or so just checking out Fort de France and what it had to offer, and came across this beautiful church. We love the architecture here, and all the colours on the buildings was amazing. We made it back on the ship just in time for sunset, followed by a late dinner in the main dining room. Perfect day. And just like that, our final port of call on this cruise, St Lucia. And we just had a walk to the beach. We headed to Vigi Beach, which was the closest one to the terminal, and about a half an hour walk down the main road. It's an incredible beach full of palm trees, and there's a lot of private hotels here. The waves were absolutely mega, so we decided to jump in. We had a really fun couple of hours just being pushed by the waves. followed by the tradition of the infinity pool, and then to catch a beautiful sunset. The Caribbean ones are so special. And then to our final night, where Luke put on his Christmas t-shirt. We had a few drinks in the atrium. With an incredible acrobatic display to finish. And a final meal with all the incredible people we met on board. They really made our holiday special. The crew also were setting up for Christmas week with this amazing gingerbread display. And just like that, we arrived back into Barbados and our time on Arvia was over. We headed to the airport and just by chance Mr. Flintoff and the England cricket team boarding the flight next to ours. And so for our 8-hour flight back to Manchester and home for Christmas Eve, we've had the best time in the Caribbean. Arvia is a wonderful ship and we've made incredible memories. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more adventures from us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's totally free and really helps to grow our channel. See you next time.